The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 45. The Nasdaq's off 1. S&Ps are off 3.5. We have the gold contract down $7 at $13.20. Silver's off 8 cents at $18.68. You got the oil market up 40 cents at $47.38. Notes are flat at $131.30. Bonds are down 10 ticks, $171.25. King Dollar's on the move, up 476 ticks, 96 even. The euro's trading at $1.11, and the yen is at 102, almost hitting the 103 mark. Coming into Labor Day, but guess what? This market's getting a little jumpy.
Got a lot of action going on for last week of August.
We got action going on, and you know the jobs number's going to be coming out Friday, folks. Everyone wants to be on vacation, but one guy that's never on vacation, man, each and every day out here with us, our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Tom and Tommy. How's everything going?
Going well, Kevin?
It's going good, man. And folks, every trading day, right here at TFNN, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Kevin, Scott, have a great show, TD Ameritrade Swim Lessons. Remember, you can get it right on your cell phone, TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. You trade options, folks. Bottom line, it's an amazing program. Hey, Kevin, so check this out. When we were talking in the show yesterday, there was an article. It was a pretty cool article, actually, but on Bloomberg yesterday. And what it was about was the aspect that the retail traders were betting that the volatility was going to get heavier, right? And that the institutional folks were taking off their hedges, right? So the article goes on to say that, you know, at the beginning it seemed to say, oh, the institutions are going to be right. And then in the last paragraph, the guy puts in Bloomberg, he says, well, the last time this happened, the institutions got killed because they had taken everything off last June, right before the August downdraft. And I just cracked up because I was thinking of you as Scott, you know, and retail traders in general, that retail traders have changed dramatically in the last 15 years, man.
Oh, gosh. I mean, I believe that the retail trader has become a much more educated trader.
Yeah.
I think don't you think, Tom, there's kind of a seismic shift going on where more and more individual retail investors are trading their own accounts now?
And that's what it is. Before. That's exactly. It's their money versus someone else's money that say, oh, they got to follow the crowd. That, you know, it's like, okay, it's pretty.
Right, so that's why I think options education and education on the market is what's taken off.
Yeah.
And become so popular because more people are saying, you know, I'm tired of paying 2% for what exactly does it give me? Why don't I just do a little more due diligence on my own and make my own decision?
Sure.
And yes, I think the retail traders are becoming much more sophisticated, and it shows in the TD Ameritrade IMX number each month.
I know.
That shows when stocks are rallying, what they're buying and what they're selling.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's very interesting. Yeah, it's an interesting topic, that's for sure.
It is, man. And the movement in individual investors, folks, seem to be, well, it can be much quicker. Let's put it that way, you know, because you're not getting in and out of these monster positions either. Do you know what I mean? So it was really intriguing, man. I said, wow. You know, and of course, what has happened, I guess, there was another article out there that this is the longest that we have traded sideways in a tight range since 1965. That number blew my mind. That's in the S&P. That's like,
right.
That's like, wow.
There's been think about it. Go over the last 3 months of trading,
yes,
which is basically this summer. How many times do you think this market's been down 100?
Yeah.
Which is only like 0.5%.
Right.
Right? When's the last time I even remember this market being down 1%? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I can't think of one.
Exactly.
And you know what that's going to do to volatility? That is going to hit volatility. But volatility, moving into Labor Day and that post-Labor Day period is already starting to tick up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And show little signs of life, which that's what you think for the end of August, early September. But, this is historically a slow week.
Right.
Pre-Labor Day, but we got a little work to do before we get to Friday.
I know.
We got, we have some payroll data. We got non-farm payrolls. We got, we've got a fair amount of data to get through. And, this market was kind of a lazy trade yesterday, and all of a sudden Apple comes out. That's some enormous news in Apple.
Yeah.
That they came out with yesterday. And, oh, by the way, they're doing the same investigations with Amazon and McDonald's over there as well.
Yeah.
So
right.
it's a wide-ranging look that they're taking. So, yeah, there's still a lot of things going on this week.
No, there's no doubt. And, I'm not sure, it's not going to hit Chicago, but on the East Coast, we get a storm coming up too, so that's going to be intriguing on Thursday,
Yeah, you do. It's coming through Florida, like right now, right?
Yeah,
it's
moving in. Supposedly, I guess it starts late Wednesday, but Thursday is going to be the hit.
It's pretty much in the Gulf right now. It's not over Florida just yet.
Yeah.
It's kind of doing that boomerang in the Gulf.
Right. Yeah. I mean, for you guys, I don't know. You tell me. You guys, it may stay east of you guys, right?
We're going to get some rain, it looks like.
Yeah.
We'll be okay, it seems, as of right now, but we're going to get some good rain.
They had the sandbags, filling the sandbags out for people.
Yeah.
Folks, 12 o'clock right here at TFNN. I'm Mr. Kevin Hanks. Kevin, have a great one and a safe one.
Can't wait, guys. Have a good day.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's down 43, Nasdaq's up 4, S&P's are down 4.
Larry has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 43. You get the Nasdaq off 3. S&Ps are off 3. And you got good old Potash and Agrium up big. So Potash...
Sorry, and what?
Potash is up $1.99, trading at $18.04. Agrium is up. These guys, the rumor is that's up $5.70, trading at $95.18. And a couple of the tigers are asking what's going on, and they're in talks about a merger. So Potash Corporation, they're both nitrogen fertilizers. Okay. They're both in the fertilizer business, but that's quite a ride topside off those lows. If we go over to the commodity market, what's going to be interesting is that if in fact this gets into the Gulf, meaning the storm that we're getting, between oil and gas this week will be a real wild card.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, you get natural gas right now is trading at $2.90. You get oil trading at $47.07. And what happens in the Gulf of Mexico, folks, is that the closer that you get up to Louisiana, that's where all those natural gas wells and, of course, the oil wells are. So. And it really just has to do with most of the time the hurricanes can hit them, but they just close them down. They close the ports down, so nothing moves out of that. That's what shakes out. And in this particular case, this only supposed to be a tropical storm.
Yeah.
You know, so we're not talking.
Yeah.
But 11 years ago yesterday.
Where were we?
We were in New Orleans.
Beautiful New Orleans.
It was.
We were having a good old time.
We were. It was Odyssey Marine Day.
Odyssey Marine Exploration.
Those are the guys, folks, that, you know.
They were a sponsor of us at that point, too. And
right. And they were having a big party Friday night.
They were treasure hunters, basically.
Right. And you know what's amazing about that? They've had to change their whole business plan, because what happened is that they found all the gold, but then they lost the court case.
Sure. And just to bring it in, we're talking about Hurricane Katrina. We never got there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were at
As you jumped very quick.
It was a hurricane party, all right. Let me tell you something. It was definitely a hurricane party. By midnight, I think you and I were the only ones walking the streets.
I don't know about that.
No?
No.
There were a lot of people?
Yeah. Let's just not create things. Okay. We were not the only people walking the streets of New Orleans.
My God. There weren't many people out that night. But anyway.
Okay.
You know, market-wise out here, what's intriguing out here today, folks, inside this market, is that if we go over to the dollar's making a move higher. Now, gold is hanging tough, you know, compared to the equities. You know, it's hanging there. Now, the danger is that the number to keep your eye on in gold is this 13.1850. We've hit 13.1910, and if it breaks it, then you're gonna see quite a downdraft. A few of the equities, though, it looks like they're going to do an ABC structure on the way down. If you go over to Rangel Resources, which is one of the strongest, that basically jumped the creek today. 339,000 shares right now, and you're going into 1.2 million. So if you get that, if we get more than that, meaning you get an ABC down, that will take it. The thing that's really cool about this is it'll take it right to where it broke out from on June 3rd.
Okay.
And fill that gap. And that also, so check this out. This is where it's really wild. If you take a look at this, that also is going to end up being the 50% retracement of the move higher. 90.40 is the 50% retracement, and that's approximately 88. I believe. Let me pull it back up on the daily again. No, actually, it's 85.38 to fill that gap. You know, so we'll see where that does shake out. I believe one of the tigers just said that Potash was just halted.
Yeah.
No.
Looks like it's sticking around.
Yeah, so that, you know what it might have happened? That might have been just an imbalance. An imbalance means that this is a NYSE stock, and they can hold them for imbalances. They only hold them until they get that balance going again.
Sure.
If we go take a look at what the strength versus the weaknesses inside the Dow out here, the weakness is Boeing is down 1.1%, Home Depot's off 1%, Verizon's off 0.8, Apple's down 0.7. Apple's not even getting hit. Like 14 billion is nothing for them. So Apple, you know, it's pretty wild, isn't it?
Well, and I think there's probably a question whether they're going to have to end up paying that. Not to put it that 14 billion is nothing.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, there's no doubt. You know that
I mean,
there's going to be that's going to go on for quite a while.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
Inside the NDX 100, what you have?
I mean, just so you stretch that over 14 years, which seems like nothing in terms of corporate law. It's $1 billion a year,
Right.
which is nothing then.
Exactly.
At that point. And that's even if they get the full. You stretch it over 14 years, knock it down to like 5 billion. Who knows, right? You know.
Yeah. So in the Index 100, you got Ultra Salon is down 2.8%.
Alta. Yep.
You got Dollar Tree is off 1.4. Starbucks is down 1.3. Vodafone's down 1.2. Putting juice into the NDX 100 is Mondelez is up 3.9. eBay's 1.6. Baidu's 1.4. And American Airlines is 1.2. Watch this, HSY. So the Mondelez deal, right? What that's all about is that they wanted to take over Hershey.
Yep.
And Hershey said, no, I don't want to do it. Because it's a trust that runs Hershey, folks, okay?
There's a problem with the charitable trust that they have.
Yeah, right. And
I don't know if they said no, they don't want to do it. It was more that they figured out that they couldn't do it because of some of the rules within that charitable trust. Just so as that.
okay.
I don't, you know, it wasn't like they. I think there were rules. Maybe that's what I had heard. That somehow maybe that the way the charitable trust is structured might prevent that type of. It wasn't like.
Oh, interesting.
I
didn't know. I just the bottom line is that
it fell through.
They didn't go for the bid.
Yeah.
Now the thing that's amazing, folks, and this is what you really want to wrap your head around a bit, is that when you get a bid, so the final bid was $115. And you can see the first day when this happened, it went from 97 to 117. It's like when you get a bid like that, you know, you got to think this through as to, you know, take it.
Yeah.
You know, because
if you're a trader, for sure.
When you don't take it, what ends up happening is that you're hoping that another person or another company will come in and bid above it.
Well, as a short-term trader, you are. I'm just putting it.
Well, even a long-term trader, because
you wouldn't have to assume there's going to be another buyout. I mean, you're still. It's at about. I know what you mean, but that's such a marginal price increase above it. It's really just you could just be a long-term investor. Just see what I'm saying, you know, that it's going to be at about 115 if you think it's going through. If you're a long-term investor.
Oh, you mean you just even keep it after the fact? You would never sell it. I see what you're saying.
I mean, a lot of people just have short-term trading. That's
then
my
you
point.
don't Hershey. I got it. Okay.
Well, that's how a lot of people trade. You know?
No, I understand. What my point was that you're not going to get any more money for it. But if you're going to keep it and you're going to get
just so people in the trade here weren't making a play on like an offer. They were owning this to own the stock, you know.
Sure.
Which is the same thing up here. I'm just putting
except that they're not going to own the stock. They're going to get cash.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to pot again for a second because one of the target stands still there. Okay, so it is halted now. So news pending, let's go to AGU and see if that's halted too. That's halted too. So they don't like how fast these are moving. And more than likely, what if they both probably have to file that, okay, they are in talks. And this is always intriguing because it's like who finds out that they're in talks first. Let's see what it says. Potash Corporation of Saskatchewan, the world's second largest producer of its namesake fertilizer and Agrium, are planning to merge. People familiar with the matter said the companies battle falling prices and declining in spending from farmers. And you know, this Potash has a market cap of 14.6 billion. Agrium 13.2. Oh, that's interesting. They're pretty close.
Yeah, they are.
Both.
That's probably why it's a merger, right? Not takeover.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Right. And that's no doubt. That's gonna. What is amazing is, see, if you go into, this is where they've got hurt. If we go, let's go take a look at. I guess we start with soybeans. I guess that that doesn't look that bad. So soybeans is not one of the agricultural products that have got killed. I mean, it went from what 1186 to 951. Let me see this. If I put this on it, I think wheat has got killed though. So what has happened is that because the agricultural products have gone down so dramatically, the potash producers haven't been able to get pricing power. Yeah, you're talking here. W1. Okay.
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to get the.
You can just type the word if you want.
Wheat active contract. I'll try that one. Yeah, no. What I'm trying to get is the continuous contract.
Okay.
There it is. You need a space. I need a space in between. Okay, so if we take wheat back, yeah, there we go. So that's a big problem for them. Yeah. So wheat's trading at $3.68 a bushel, and man, that's really down. So that's back to, well, it's not that bad. It's back to, well, I guess it is, back to 2006 prices, right?
Yeah.
And of course, that makes a difference. That makes a difference in a big way as to how much they can charge for their product.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We go over to the, no, silver hasn't got hit. Copper, let's see, HG Z6,
Okay.
yeah.
They all pop up when you.
So copper's going after its swing low too this morning. We have copper right now is trading at 207, and that swing low out there is 203. You know, I heard this morning, this is the first time, so Stanley Fischer, he's the vice chairman of the Fed.
Okay.
And we didn't hear it, or I didn't hear it anyway. On Friday, what had happened is that after Janet Yellen spoke, right, it was supposedly Stanley Fischer that was doing a interview on CNBC
Okay.
that tanked the market.
Yeah, he was making a lot of headlines on Friday.
Yeah. Now, this morning is the first time I ever heard this guy speak, right?
Okay.
He had an interview with Tom Keene. He was awesome, man. I mean, if you've never heard him, folks, he was clear, he was concise. I really liked how he spoke, because you're normally used to the Janet Yellens of the world, and when they're speaking, you really just don't get a clear understanding of what's going on. And he was like really clear this morning that, listen, we're still data dependent, and if this data keeps coming in, well, our probability is that we're going up on rates, and that we're not for negative rates. And then he was making clear, which is really cool, the aspect of the countries that are in negative rates right now, except for Japan, they think they're working.
Okay.
And he was explaining that, you know, Tom Keene was asking, well, what do you think about it? He said, well, that's just the way it is. If they're working for their country, they're working for their country. You know, so it was, if you get a chance, folks, you can pull that interview up. It's pretty cool. Let's go to Tom in Boston. Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, Tom. Tommy.
How you doing,
Tom?
man?
How are you guys today?
We're
Doing
doing
good.
great, man. Yourself?
I can be better again.
Yeah, you're making some money, man.
ADST, I'm kind of taking a little rest of it. I sold it yesterday, bought it back, sold it again today, and then I'm just going to I'm trying to move on maybe to the USLV.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. USLV. There's no time to rest, man. You can take a rest. You can take a rest after this pullback.
Had my head spinning.
Yeah. So the USLV is the 300% long silver ETN. Interesting. Okay. So.
Just looking for a quick little bounce here, maybe, and.
Yeah, this is interesting that you flipped this thing around. So, you know, my take is that they're both going lower, but meaning silver and gold. You know, I think we're at a point that's very dangerous in both of them, actually, because the equities have got killed, but the metals have not. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, so just make sure you put a stop underneath it, man. You know?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, give it a little shot here and just kind of take a rest and see what I don't know if that JDSP starts moving again. We could jump back on. Or if it goes a little bit lower, maybe it's time to buy that again. See how the volume is and on the GDXJ and go from there.
Yeah, listen, I understand what he's done here, folks, is this, is that he's gone from a short position in the equities, in the gold equities, to a long position in silver. So, I mean, I get it. You know, I've done that a million times when I flip. Just make sure you get a stop. And the danger is that you've done it because you've more than likely, you've made so much money on the other side, you figure there's going to be a bounce. And so I understand that.
Yeah.
You know, I get it, believe me. But you should be also
light, very light.
Would you want to? Yeah, listen, that's good. That's good. I think you should decide to have no rest, though, until this thing is over. So there's going to be plenty of time for rest after the end of the correction.
Yep. I'm with you. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Take care.
Thanks. Tom.
No rest.
There you go.
Let's go to Dave in Boston. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. How you doing?
Morning, great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing well. Hey, first off, I wanted to thank both of you and your network, Tom, for all that you bring to the table for the small guy out there. It's very complicated to read on a daily basis, and I think without your insight, it would be a lot harder for me anyways. I can tell you that much. But
we appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Just hang right there, okay? We just get a quick break, all right?
Shall do.
Awesome, man. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's down 71. Nasdaq's up 14. S&P's are off 6.5. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is off 65. We get the Nasdaq down 13. S&Ps are off 6. We got our man Tom from Boston, and
Dave from Boston.
Dave from Boston. I'm sorry, man. You want to look at Apple, Dave?
yeah, Tom, I wanted to get your take on an initial price target to the downside on it.
Okay, so let's take a look at Apple. Apple, bottom line has been in a consolidation. The top of that consolidation, 112. This is the last 6 months. The bottom of that consolidation is 89. I wouldn't sell this today, and this is why. So when Apple went topside on, do you see that date there? The
7/27.
On the 27th, right? You see the high of that is $104.35.
Okay.
You had 92 million shares traded, right? That right there is showing quite a bit of strength.
At 104.
104.75.
75.
35. 35. 104.35. And you can see you're at 105.96. So, like, Apple could come down to that level, bounce around. It's going to have to build quite a bit of cause to get through that. Now, I think that will happen, but it's not yet. It's not ready. It's not ready. You know, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So you're pretty close to what I'm in an upper 109.
Okay.
And so somewhere around where you're talking about now would size up as your initial target.
Yeah. And in fact,
just watch.
So I would put together what I would actually do here. It's just pretty wild because I would let this play out today, but at 109, I might even, you're up whether it's 3 or 4 points. I might even close that chart position.
Yeah.
Because you have two different things happening. So picture this: all the bad news. Oh, well, not all the bad news, but you get bad news in Apple, right?
Right.
You're not pushing it down with volume. It's like, okay, man, that means it's not ready,
All right.
And then when you take a look at, if I just put this on a weekly, right? When you take a weekly, what you're going to see is that when we came down June of last year, we got to $92, and it did 500 million shares on a weekly, right?
Yeah.
The next low, pretty close to it, 92.39, you did 380 million shares. The next one, 340 million shares. Now, that's two tests of the high volume swing low. Both had lighter volume, right? Then what do you get? Then you get a nice sign. Well, it's not a huge sign of strength, but it's a sign of strength, and that's what you're dealing with right there, that 104. So that's an indication that at this point, all the sellers are out of the stock, and bottom line is that this could get into 112 pretty quickly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what I needed your take on it, the insight to it. So you'd probably give it a little bit of a room to come back to the 112 area again before you go down again on it.
Yeah, I think you could close this, make some money, wait for it to get back up there again. It does it light volume, you do it all over again. Because longer term, if I put this longer term, bottom line is I think it's going a lot lower.
Yeah.
But right now, they've thrown everything at it, and the bottom line is that there's not the sellers look to me right now that they're out of the equity right now.
Okay.
Cooking, brother.
All right, Tom. The answer I'm looking for. Thank you.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. And that's a tough one because bottom line is that it's like, okay, news is out there. There's still not sellers, and Apple's Apple, man.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And what does happen there, folks? I think we're getting some action out here today. Well, what we had yesterday. Yesterday was one of the lowest volume. It was the lowest volume day all year inside the NYSE. This is going to really. It's still early in the day, and today is low volume. But this happens a lot when we pull this up in the morning. What had happened, and the NYSE, the NASDAQ is saying low volume also. But now what happened in the NASDAQ yesterday? It was the lowest volume of the day until the last 15 minutes of the day.
Okay, sure.
And then it went up.
Yeah.
But bottom line, folks, is that today will be a good indication of we're going to continue a sideways move because the NYSE right now is saying more than likely it's going to be because now we're going down and we're going down with light volume. Yeah. So it's like, okay, man, they can't push it down, they can't push it up. Friday, we'll see where this shakes out. In one way, it looks like I'm saying to myself, they can put the volatility into it. Then the other way, I'm saying to myself, man, no one's even going to be around on Friday. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just keep in mind last Friday. That's what everyone should keep in mind.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
A lot of people are gone on that Friday, too, and, man, that was a day.
It was a day. Let's get to Marie in Erie, Pennsylvania. Hey, Marie, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's beautiful here today.
Oh, that's awesome. So it's like, what, 75, 80 degrees?
It'll be about 80. It's sunny, clear.
Oh,
that's just wonderful.
That is
Humidity
beautiful.
is out.
Yeah,
It's great.
totally.
So you're going to get swamped, huh?
It starts, it looks like Wednesday, right?
Yeah, and not not as bad as it could have been.
No.
So we can handle some swamping because the winds won't be hurricane or
Right.
anything like that.
Right.
So hopefully, Florida has some flood areas in terms of,
Right.
what will build up, but hopefully it shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be thinking of you, and I hope it isn't.
Thanks,
Thank
Marie.
you. Yes, we
Right.
appreciate that.
We'll be buckled down.
Yeah, we will. We will. Totally.
I wanted to ask you about FNN, that's Fidelity National Financial. I believe they do title insurance, and I'd been in it for a little bit. I have a nice profit, but what's bothered me the last couple of days is it goes up first thing,
Yeah.
and then it drops down. Is that people getting out, or?
Let's take a look. So you got FNF. The low for the year is $28. The high is $38. They pay a 2.2% dividend. Put this back. Okay, so you have a consolidation. Yeah, I like what this looks like, though. Okay, so when you take a look at this, folks, on July 22nd, on a weekly, you can see that's pushing a swing point with volume, 9.6 million. And you're going into where it did have a downdraft in August of last year, but that was 7.9 million. Put this on a monthly. Yeah, I would just stay right there. I guess this is a recent IPO, right?
Yeah, it hasn't been around too long. No.
Okay. It doesn't look bad. I mean, it looks to me like, this wants to hit the 37.73 before it wants to go lower. I like what this looks like, Marie. I mean, you had a nice sign of strength in June.
Yeah.
You have some volume up at the highs up there. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Okay, I guess, with this crazy market, you start seeing Indians behind every tree,
Well, I suspect what will happen is that, we're going to have some downdrafts, and if you get a downdraft, yes, it takes a lot of stocks lower, but that's still a good-looking stock in the market that there's a lot of other stocks that don't look that good.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's down 59, NASDAQ's down 11. We're going to be right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And we have the Dow right now of 64, NASDAQ off 15. And don't forget, folks, every trading day, we start Monday, Wednesday, Friday, live programming from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. Get it all right on your cell phone, TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. Coming up next, of course, we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. Then we're going to Thinkorswim headquarters in Chicago for the swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, 1 to 2, Dave White, myself, and then we got our man, Mr. Andy Heck, coming up 5 to 6 o'clock tonight. And as we go into this weekend, that King Dollar is destroying the party right now for a bit. You know, but when I say destroying the party, we haven't moved 100 points either way.
Yeah.
What's going to happen when we move 300
When
either way?
volatility comes back.
Yeah, even if it goes up 300. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we're all going to get up or down 300. It's going to be pretty intense.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. Excuse me. Which, you know, maybe 300 is not a normal move, but, you know, when we're a price
they'll be
point
coming,
of 18,000, you know, a good 200 is easy.
Yeah, barely 1%. Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, I mean, we had 1% moves every single day for a while there. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we'll see where this whole thing shakes out. It's going to be interesting to see, does the flavor change after Labor Day? You know?
Yeah.
Or, in fact, guess what? Is it a new normal that will go sideways forever?
Sure.
I don't think so.
Let's not use the word forever. But
Yeah. Yeah, nothing is forever, right?
Yeah, not even close.
Not even close. The world is. Maybe.
That's not true, actually. Just to if you want to put it out there. What's going to happen when our sun becomes a supernova? But go ahead.
Yeah, supernova. I like that.
No, we don't like that on Earth.
No, I know that. I'm talking about.
I know.
I saw that on WEDU.
Oh, the show Supernova.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
I'm talking about the stars explode, though. You know, that's like a supernova. Yeah.
So volume obviously out here. Let's go take a look at it right now. You still look at that. That's pretty amazing, actually. We've only done 189 million folks on the NYSE, and on the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq we've done 483. So 483, that's low, but that's still pretty good. On the Dow Industrials, though, guess what? Lowest day was yesterday. Maybe we'll get even a lower day today. And if we do get a lower day today, what that's going to mean is that you're going to go right back topside tomorrow. You know, so we take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here. Inside the S&P, what we have, you have Apple. Well, Apple's down 86 cents. You got Facebook down 93. Look at the United Continental, man. Holy cow, what's going on with the airlines? That's quite a run. It's coming off a low, but that's a decent run. United's up. United High is America's number 2. Wow.
American Airlines.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. Poaching. They're out there poaching. There's no doubt about it. The for the dollar to move 422, we haven't had the movement in the bonds yet. So yesterday what you had in these bonds, folks, is that you had a counter trend bounce, and I suspect longer, meaning another week and a half, we're going to go down to this June 24th. But right now, it's rejecting it. And the reason I'm saying that is that we came down so hard last week. On the 10-year, that thing is sticking out like a sore thumb. We did 2.7 million, and what that also did is this: that made a lower low on the weekly.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, the weekly has a lower low too. You stay right there, man. Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next, folks. Dow right now is down 62. Nasdaq is off 14. S&Ps are off 5. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.